Good morning, Year 5, and today's writing lesson, we are going to be looking at the Highwayman poem in its entirety. So we've already looked at the opening 3 or 4 lines of the poem, and we've created a set and description in class. Now we're going to have a go at reading the whole poem in its entirety. Now, if you can't for any reason find the poem online, I've directed you towards a YouTube link there where you can actually watch a moving picture of the poem. After you've watched that, have a little discussion with a parent, a carer, anybody at home with you there about what you've just watched, what you think's going on, and what you think of the poem. Then, moving on to our writing task, because obviously towards the end of next week, or the beginning of next week, sorry, we're going to be looking at creating a newspaper report on the events of the Highwayman. So you will need to look over the headline PowerPoint to familiarise yourself with the language features used when writing a headline. Inside the headline PowerPoint, it will talk you through all different types of newspaper headlines and how reporters think up their headlines. So you'll see things such as alliteration, which is all words in a sentence starting with the same letter. You will have rhyme, and you will also have puns. Puns are words that could have a cross meaning, similar meaning, in order to make something a little bit funnier. Okay, once you've familiarised yourself with headlines and had a little look at the create a headline document. Using what you know about the language features of a newspaper headline, see if you can write your own headlines to best fit the synopsis of the reports. So inside that create a headline document, you will find lots of different newspaper synopses. What I would like you to do is read those synopses and see if you can come up with a headline for each. Write that down on a piece of paper and email it in to the email provided, and I will look forward to having a look over them very soon. Good luck. Okay, good morning. So today is Thursday morning, and today for this writing lesson you are going to need to open up the Usain Bolt newspaper article and the features checklist. Okay, the first thing I would like you to do today is have a good read of the Usain Bolt newspaper article, and if you've got any newspaper articles at home, have a little read and just to see how they're written, obviously, because they're totally different than a story. Okay, once you've done that, you'll be looking at features of a newspaper. Have a look through the features checklist and annotate what features you can see in the Usain Bolt article. So I've just included the features onto this PowerPoint slide just to give you a little bit of a helping hand and sort of guide you along the way. So one of the first features of a newspaper article is the newspaper name. You might be familiar with newspaper names like the Liverpool Echo, the Daily Mirror, and so on. Now in this example, the Usain Bolt article is from the Sporting Telegraph. Another feature is the headline. Now the headline you should be familiar with from yesterday, and you should have made some yesterday, and you should be able to annotate that and have a little look at the way it says, "Brilliant Bolt grabs gold again." What sort of language feature have they used in this headline that sort of grabs our attention and grips us and wants us to read more? You've also then got the subheadline, which introduces a little bit more about the article, but doesn't go into too much detail. You've got the byline, which is, the way I remember it, is the word by is written in byline, and it's just who the author, who the reporter is that has written this article. You've then got orientation. Now the orientation tells you the 5 W's, the who, what, why, where, when, okay? And that is always the introductory paragraph. You've then got pictures and captions. A caption goes alongside a picture. You've got a commentary of the main event. What happened? What made this news story? What was it all about, basically? Newspaper articles are always written in third person and past tense because they're talking about things that have previously happened, and the reporter is generally someone who is talking about somebody else. You'll find direct and reported speech. Now the difference between direct and reported speech, direct speech will be in inverted commas. Pardon me. It's actually spoken by the person. Reported speech could be what the reporter has gathered from the source and sort of written into their own words. So you might be able to find some of that in there as well. And obviously, at the end, we have a conclusion paragraph which rounds up what has gone on within the article. Have a go at having a look at the Usain Bolt article and seeing if you can identify some of those features. When you've done it, email it on to me and I look forward to seeing that. Good luck. So today's writing lesson is our planning lesson, if you like, in preparation to write our newspaper report on the Highwayman's death next week. So I have snipped into this PowerPoint slide the newspaper report planning document, which is called the planning template, and you'll find that. Once you've opened that up, you will notice that each box is split and it has different sort of headings. So just reading down really quickly, you've got headline, byline, who is the report about, etc., etc. What I would like to do is jot down some of your ideas, maybe talk to somebody at home to give you some inspiration. If you're struggling with any of the features down the left-hand side of the template, look back to yesterday's lesson and the annotations that you've made on the Usain Bolt article just to help you out a little bit. Remember, the planning stage before writing is the most important part. It's crucial. The more that you get down, the more information that you write, the easier you will find the writing process next week. Have a good go at the plan. I'm looking forward to seeing it and I'm looking forward to reading your writing next week.